Look, guys, welcome back to Apple White, guys. I miss you guys, YouTubers. How are you guys doing? My name is Mommy Godwins, and I am your host today on Apple White. Today, I want to talk to you guys about health. I've been talking to you guys about BBLs and all of that, and I told you guys about the risk of that BBL. If you do tummy tuck, it's way better. People are also saying if you do liposuction, it's better. But I'll tell you this, the BBL, the risk involved is nearly equal to death. If you're lucky and you've done it and you're alive, then glory, hallelujah, be to your thy holy name. But I'm telling you guys, okay, share the video if you don't mind, and let's have a conversation. Okay, I promise it's gonna be worth it. So this lady in Ghana, Moesha Bulldog. Majority of you know Moesha. Moesha went to, is it CNN, had an interview with, what's that lady's name? She's a very big broadcaster on CNN. And this lady interviewed her and she talked about, that young girls in Ghana basically date married men, and it's for, survival, for them to have a living and all kind of stuff. Guys, if you're on YouTube, kindly like and share for me. I will appreciate it. And subscribe if you are new to the YouTube channel. Kindly subscribe. I will appreciate it also. Support my hustle. Oh, since I'm doing Facebook Live, so I cannot even answer your call. But I know I'll call you back. I'm having a call on the YouTube Live. So help me. So you see, today I did a mammogram. I want to do my video and post later on. I always say that, and I have a whole lot of videos from even Ghana that I'm not posting. But let's talk about BBL. Today, Moesha Bulldog is suffering from CVA. So guys, I don't think I'm on the right page, but let's see something. I think I'm on Facebook. Let me try something else, guys. Give me a minute, my YouTubers. YouTube has a lot of respect, and I respect all of you. Not that I don't respect Facebook, yes, I do, but the drama is just unnecessary. I don't like YouTube. I don't like Facebook because of the drama. It's not. I want to educate, and the whole page has turned into drama fest. I don't like it. If I come to YouTube, even if I have 2 views, I'm okay, because I know that it's worth it. People who want to listen are those who are there, who want the value. But if I come to Facebook, it's like they want only those who want to come are those who want the drama. So if you don't have the drama going, they won't come. And I'm not interested in that. I promise it's gonna be worth it. Okay, it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. Promise, promise, promise. So pretty much we are talking about health. If you are watching me, we are talking about health. And if you are watching me on the Facebook channel, which I'm going to try and put it on here. Look at this lady's feet. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. Hopefully I'm going to be able to show you what I'm talking about. Okay. My YouTubers, if you look at this lady's feet, right? That's what I'm saying. There's an issue with health. You see that? She's Dr. Grace, who passed on in Ghana, and people are talking about this and that, this and that, and that, and that, right? So many things are going on, but I told you guys, this is not a pregnant woman. I told you guys, she don't sound like a healthy person to me, if you ask me. So I don't really want to blame it on, all the things that people are saying. She was this, she was that, she was poisoned. I don't know about that, but we'll see. And don't think I'm right. I may not be right. I just look at things from an objective standpoint. And as a person that always does an assessment, I can just look at a person and tell that, I do believe in my assessment skills. That's for sure. I wouldn't say at least 90 and above, dear, I'm good on assessments. So I'm not saying I'm perfect, but at least I know my assessment skills are really great. But this is Moesha Budok, okay? And maybe some of you will know her. For Ghanaians, I know they know her. For Ghanaians, they know her. But for my fellow, this is Moesha Budok. She has 2.8 million followers on what's the name? Instagram. Recently, the videos she's done were pretty much videos of like seduction videos and this and that. If they talk about the BBL and the butt lifts and stuff that people are doing in Ghana, she is one of the people that did it like first. Today, Moesha is very young. If Moesha is old, Moesha will be like 35 years old. Moesha is not more than 35 years old, and Moesha is suffering from stroke. Moesha is suffering from stroke, and her brother did GoFundMe, and they said people are not contributing to it. This is a person that dated rich people, celebrities, talked to CNN about the fact that young girls in Ghana only survive by dating married men to take care of them and things like that. You see, the sad thing about her story is that I don't know if people advises her or who are her circle or whatnot, but I just saw this young girl she just crashed like that. She just went from all the luxury ends of things, dating married men and dating rich guys from Nigeria, Ghana, you name it. And she just went crashing. And at that point, she said she was a Christian because there was this pastor that got involved with her. The pastor is a Nigerian. They went to, she wanted to be the face of the pastor. And when someone gets given like there is this drug that those in jail, you guys, I used to work in the jail. I know when they take that drug, they get, you think they become psychotic. You think they are met. It's called met. That is the short form of it. When they take this met, the inmates take this met instantly. They can, if especially if they are not used to it, and it's their friends that are encouraging them to take it, and they take it, they can become psychotic. They will be psychotic. Sometimes they will send them to the hospital, or we have to detox them, or we have to give them some antidote to get rid of the drugs in their system. And that is what happened to this girl. Whatever she was given, nobody knows. But all of a sudden, she is selling her belongings, her car, her what. So she pretty much became broke. Somebody that used her kwekus to take care of her family, her father, and her brother. She went from there to crashing, right? And then now they're talking about she has stroke. If you guys pay attention, I've been talking about the fact that young men, married men from 40s going in Ghana, they are getting stroke a lot. That one is the stress of the system. I see people, friends of mine, they're so frustrated of the system, the stress, the pressure involved in having to labor as men to take care of their wife and kids. It's amazing. It's just the stress of the system is getting the guys to be so much. A lot of them are having stroke. But when it comes to this girl situation, I am suggesting, or I'm assuming that the BBL has something to do with it. She has stroke, and let me tell you what the why I'm saying the BBL got something to do with it. This is her. This is all she does. She doesn't. She will say she's an actress. She's this, but this is all the talent she ever projected on her Instagram channel page. And you know how the social media business is. It once it's like you're going to work for an employer and you are clocking in. The day you don't go, you don't get paid. It's not like Ghana or some other places you work for the government and then whether you go to work or not, you get paid. No, the social media business, every day you must clock in and clock out. When you don't clock in, you don't get revenue. You understand? That's how the social media business is. So even though she has 2.8 million followers, something must be actively going on the page daily, or somebody should not be worried about the shame and humiliation this has brought, and start showing how she get taken care of on a day-to-day basis, and turn the channel, the 2.8 million followers, into something like that. Otherwise they can't have money. And guess what? The men that is were sleeping with her or using her back and forth too, they are not going to be there in this instance. Now, the GoFundMe that they said they created too, they said people are not contributing to it. People are not paying anything to it. But let me tell you, Brazilian butt lift associated mortality. This is a research that was conducted by NIH, right, in the year 2017. So the conclusion is that South Florida has experienced 25 BBL related fat emboli deaths between 2010 and 2022. So actually this is not the 20, I click on a different one. Okay, the other one I was going to use is 2017, but I'm glad this is even more updated data. So this research was published in 2022. Let me make sure it's 2022. I don't see. Oh, actually 2023, February 2023. That is when this was posted, okay? And the conclusion of this study says that South Florida, this is United States alone, no? United States, in the state of Florida, has experienced 25 Brazilian butt lift related fat emboli deaths between 2010 and 2022. However, 14 of these occurred after publication of the anesthetic surgery education and research, which was done in 2018, and Research Foundation's guidelines. You understand? So I guess after all these, there was a guideline that was posted for people to follow, I guess, in 2018 by the Anesthetic Surgery Education and Research Foundation, which you know that in the US, most of our practices are guided by the let's say psychiatric we have the psychiatric board. We have a board that foresees and guides our practice. When you have the doctors, physicians, they have a board that oversees their practice. When you have nurse practitioners, we have a board that oversees our practice. However, at the end of the day, it's the board of the state board, the state you live in, that where you got your license from. That is the person, people, the organization, or the governing body that really sees to what you do right, what you don't do right, and then sanctions you according to that, right? So according to this research, this event took place before the 2018 guideline was released, and the 2019 Florida Board of Medicine, BBL. You understand? So 2019, the Florida Board of, what is it? The Florida Board of Medicine's BBL, they also published their rule or their guidelines in 2019. So these 25 deaths occurred prior to these guidelines. So I guess these guidelines were met or set forth to help reduce the risk factors involved in these death associated, the BBL associated deaths, right? The working environment at the clinics and the short surgical times for these cases may be the most important contributors to the BBL mortality. You understand? So I guess they have given them guidelines that they shouldn't rush through it or stuff. Anyway, so this research is an evidence that what? There is a risk factor associated with BBL when it comes to stroke. BBL is a risk for you. It can make you have stroke at a very early age, or stroke that normally you probably wouldn't have been exposed to. You are going to have it because you did BBL, right? Okay, why? Because of the fat. There's an emboli, as you saw. What is emboli? It is a clot, just like you can have EP, pulmonary embolism, and it can dislodge to your brain and cause ischemia, and you end up having stroke. That is the same thing. Don't forget that they have harvested fat from your belly, like my fat belly here. From some people have fat arms. They have harvested the fat from these areas and then injected them into your butt. So what I this thing can become solid. Anything can happen. They can dislodge. They are not natural. They have been processed. So I'm thinking, why would people want to do that? I told you guys, me, I'm fat, right? My stomach is fat. So if I want to do any of these body enhancement things, it's going to be tummy tuck. I have told you guys I want to do that, right? However, the BBL, I will tell you there's a risk associated with it. The percentage, I saw another research recently whereby the percentage of people that are like, the mortality rate for BBL is so high, right? It's so high. I'm trying to see if I can find that one too, right? I'm trying to see if I can find. Okay. The risk of another one that is here, according to a 2019 post, is according to a 2019 um report by the American Society of Plastic Surgeons. BBL surgery has a mortality rate of up to 1 in 3,000, making it the most fatal of all cosmetic procedures. Guys, you still want to do BBL? They say 1 in 3,000. So don't be looking at the 1 verse 3,000 and think that the risk is low. My dear, I met this girl, is a nurse at one of the places I work, and she said that I did BBL. I did the tummy tuck. No, she didn't do tummy. She said she did liposuction, but she did not suction and inject in her butt. What African women are doing it, or young girls are doing, is when they suction, they put in their ass. And that is where the problem is. You can, if you want to just enhance your stomach, maybe do the suction, I'm just suggesting, I don't know nothing about, I'm not a surgeon. I'm just talking about how to reduce your risk of having CVA, because you are young, you have CVA, your family and your children and your husband and what, they are expecting you to go and come and take care of them. Who is going to live life and come and be changing your diaper? When you have stroke and you can't walk and you can't feed yourself and you can't take care of, and then now you have to be on antiplatelets, anti, uh, blood thinners, so that more clots don't dislodge, more occlusion of your vessels don't happen. Sometimes they have to go and open the vessels and put a stent into your vessel so that blood will flow from one end to the other. Who is going to be paying for those medical bills? So it's very, very important that you understand what is involved when it comes to getting these procedures done. You understand? 1 in 3,000, making it what? The most deadly, the most fatal of all cosmetic procedures. You understand? BBL remains, another study, September 21st, 2023, says that BBL remains the deadliest anesthetic surgery procedure. Are plastic surgeries are plastic surgeons adjusting their surgical practice to promote safety? So because of the harmful effect of it, that is why the Florida, whatever of foundations, surgical foundation or whatever, surgeons, and then the medical field also, they have initiated new procedures or policies and criteria of care, how long they should keep you on the table. How, I have not read that, so I don't know, but I'm saying that this is evidence based. Okay, in healthcare or in medicine, there's always evidence based. That's what they go by. So as they are doing the surgeries, they are seeing the risk involved, they are seeing the death rate, the mortality rate, everything that causes them to do what? To initiate new guidelines. So I feel sorry for her, but at the end of the day, what are young people learning from it? Hajia Bintu, I know she has a large boom boom, but recently I saw that it seems like she has really, really added to it. I said, these kids, very young girl, a beautiful, dark skin, beautiful girl like that. So they use this nyash to market themselves, to, I guess, make a living. But what happens now that she has the GoFundMe app, that nobody is contributing to it? The question is, where are these guys? Where are these guys before even they became a need for the GoFundMe? Where are the men she goes to Nigeria with, she goes to Dubai with, she flies around the place with, she stays in the East Legon mansion with? And I'll tell you one thing, when it comes to GoFundMe, if you are not Korobidi, forget it. Don't think that because you have a page, people like you, this, that, so anything will happen to you and everybody will be contributing. They go back to history. Like today, I was looking, trying to search, and right now, even there was a Nigerian page that I saw, that the person was, this is what the person posted. I don't even see it anymore, but I saw it, right? And if you see what the person posted, it's just a shame. It's just a shame. You know? So I just want to come online and suggest that if you really want to do it, discuss the risk involved and know that, and ask yourself, are you ready to take that risk? If this should be your story. One thing I like about Miss Bell, I like Miss Bell so much. She said that she was thinking, considering all those, but that thing, belly body enhancement, get rid of her stomach and all that. But then when she read about the risk and this, she realized she's not ready to take the risk. So she will be going to her gym like that. She will just deal with it. So I think that it's a bad thing that happened to her, but I hope that becomes a wake-up call for a lot of young girls in Ghana that are rushing into the BBLs and rushing into the um you know I don't know. So I hope that helps somebody. That's why I came online to discuss it. Moesha have stroke. I don't think Moesha is 35 years old. I doubt if she is. And when you have stroke is not like heart attack. That could, maybe you can die, or if no, stroke is like a chronic, it becomes a chronic situation. So you're going to live maybe with her age, even if she's 35, we're talking about another 40, 50 years living like that in Ghana. God forbid if you are bedridden and your stroke is so severe that you couldn't get up and walk and do anything. Who is going to be sitting there feeding you, taking care of you, changing your diaper? Come on. And you know the risk of depression with stroke, because it affects your brain and then the neurotransmitters. So the portion that is affected, the neurotransmitter that gets secreted in that area also will be affected. And it affects the the balance, the chemical balance in your brain. And that causes you to have depression. And then you in Ghana, you're going to sit down with medical care. So I don't know. Recently I saw Moesha in UK. So I'm not sure if she is still in UK. At least if she's in UK, is better, right? Maybe she'll have healthcare, good healthcare. That's another good thing. And the worst come to where she will even probably be placed in a home. Honestly, I would prefer that for her than to be in Ghana. Because Ghana, anyway, I just thought I'd tell you about that if you're a young girl, so you can learn from that, so that you can start advising yourself. It's not every trend that you follow. It's not everything that is, oh, that's what everybody's doing now. Then you go and do it. Research, 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 and ask yourself, am I ready to deal with this kind of risk? Because it's 1 out of 3,000, right? You could be the one. You could be the one. Don't sit down there and be assuming that it will be somebody else. No, it could be you. So since it could be you, should in case it's you, would you want to deal with that? Would you want to deal with that? That's the question you should be asking yourself. The risk factors, learn about them. Ask yourself, let's say this is my last day and this is going to be me. Would I want to still go ahead and do it? That's all I want to say. I love you guys, and I hope that you'll subscribe and share this video. I don't know. I'm doing it mainly because of the emboli, so that somebody know that there's a risk involved. The risk may be this one. In her case, it has dislodged to the brain. That's why the stroke, right? So yours may be to the lungs, and you can end up having pulmonary embolism. That also have its risks. If you imagine being in Ghana and you're having shortness of breath and you are hyperventilating, literally a hunger for breath, so you can breathe and survive. And nobody's giving you oxygen. Nobody even know how to do CPR. Nobody know how to. Anything can happen. So depending on where the clot dislodges to, that is where the problem will be affected. Your issue will be affecting. So please learn that BBLs, the risk, it looks nice. Yeah. For us who like dresses and not always in pants, like some of us, we don't like pants and jackets. No. We like to put on dresses and look like women, right? The fact of the matter is we will all want to have flat belly so we can look beautiful in our dresses. However, sometimes it's better you deal with a little bit extra belly fat. Exercise than, hey, Candice, I'll call you back, than to actually deal with the, be stressing with what society thinks of your belly and cause you to go and do BBL and end up. Yes, so the belly there. Come on now. And then look at this. I was talking about this lady too. As for you people, you have it on her. You see her feet. Look at her feet. That is a person that is having cardiac issues. A person with that, you're supposed to at least, it look like she walks a lot. She stands on her feet a lot. At some age, 40 going, put on your third stockings. Put on what? Your third stockings. Go to Amazon and buy Easy Compress. When you're traveling, I've had nurses, some people I know that will go to, they travel. I said this many times. If you follow me a lot, you know I've said this before. They come in at the airport, they're sitting down and they are not responsive. They have heart attack, they cry. So at our age, if you are not exercising, you are not eating healthy, you are not taking pride in enhancing your health, please also try to put on these third stockings to help increase circulation from your peripheral vessels to your central nervous system, from your systemic. Okay, so what happens with the compression stockings I buy, even when they are on my feet, you can feel that it's like pretty much expanding and increasing circulation in your legs. If my leg gets swollen or stuff, I cannot tell you that I will put them down, lay down, even if it's 4 hours, wake up, that leg will be smooth again. So please, that's why I put on the camera for these people. But today, all right, I hope you like it and I hope you share it. I still haven't seen people liking, but I see you came and watch. So thank you for watching. I pray that, well, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.